So now we'll start the session of the render layer right now. So I'm going to the outliner right now. So I'm going to create a render layer right now. So see this render layer. Right now there is a master layer. The master layer is basically contains all the elements in the scene. So once if you create the new layer, automatically the master layer will go off right now. I'll show you right now, see the difference. So I'm going to the last, this is my object, of course, my 3D model, my all the lights, even including the mental ray I'm selecting. So just create a one layer, which is like you can see the small spark and the object. That means select a object assigned in the layer. Now you see your master layer is off, disabled by default. So I'm going to make color pass. So the layer name is color pass. I'm going to give. Okay, that's fine. In the color pass render, so I want to keep only the model alone, not my BG, not my the SDRE map. So first of all, what I'm going to do here, so go to my attribute editor. So yeah, you can even go to your outliner. You select this fellow right now. He's a guy. Mental ray, go to render status, enable, disable your primary visibility. If there is a more layer, then what you can do, right click remove layer override, use the remove layer override. That means it will affect only the particular layer. So I'm closing this fellow right now. So also what I have done is here, so I have done one thing. Go to my camera. Earlier we have done the image, the viewing. So RGB, instead of RGB I'm going to use none right now. So disabling primary visibility only disables your the image aspect, not the lighting content. Right now you see your characters floating somewhere, and yeah, it's fine. Check out your alpha, it's fantastic, it's good. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. So your alpha is great right now. Now it's ready to go. Go to my render layer passes settings, so render global, go to my passes. So in the passes I'm going to enable all. So right now so what I'm going to do before getting into that, so Control A for attribute editor. In the Pongi I'm going to little bit of the bluish tint over the model, so something like that. So something like that, that's enough. So yeah, now I'll show you that later. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, what I want is, like, I want the motion blur. Of course I need a motion blur, and of course, like, ambient occlusion I require, ambient I require, beauty of course, even I take the camera depth and remap. So I'll take a diffuse too, and also indirect light, which is your image based lighting, is the passes of this. And I don't require matte, opacity, because I don't have any opaque. I'm going to take no reflections for me. I'm going to take a shadow of the character and the specular, of course. Yeah, right now I have all the essential passes, create and close. So right now I have around around 10 passes, so I'm going to keep that into my associate passes. So that is enough right now. So what you can do here, these are the essential passes what we require. Addition passes, like we can have a position pass also, that we are going to see the separate session, so don't worry. I'll show you this in the comp itself. Now right now everything is fine, your motion blur and your depth, of course, your diffuse and indirect light, everything is fine, your ambient occlusion. Just close it. So before getting into this batch render, go to your features, just enable your ambient occlusion, and go to your quality section. So you can also increase them, the rasterizer mode, also increase the quality level more to improve our quality. So go to my common tab, I'm not going to define anything like my passes or name or something like that. Let it be like default. Instead of this, I'm going to make OpenEXR, because the OpenEXR contains each and everything. So all the layers as a single layer. For the reason, in the Natron, I'm going to show the shuffle node, how it works exactly. So the thing is like instead of single frame, name as dot extension I'm going to use. Now you see setup 001.exr. 4 digits. So right now I have only 162, so 3 digits I'm going to use. Okay, so right now like we have 162 frames. Yeah, of course not the perspective, of course my camera full HD is fine. Okay, so just save this file. Also I'm going to save the file as yeah, back 1 second. So instead of setup, I'm going to use render or ready to render. Okay, so ready to render. Okay, the render anyway. Render is fine. Just save the file. So once this is done, now you can see our pipeline. So it saves into my Nuke tutorial video .tv of whatever. The project setting area is not fine. Go to my set project and go to my the Natron. So from here I'm going to create a Natron. Go to set. It's showing that another location or create default I'm going to use. Now you see the difference. So my user Nuke and match mode compositing workshop under images. So now you see, so if I render anything, so that will goes to automatically the project set folder. Save this file. I'll stop this video. We'll continue with the next video. Thank you.